these are the issues that we're having at the club. The club is sinking financially. They're sacking players. We are having to basically look under our couch to see if we can see any coin or change that we can use to run the club. And you have the owners of the club spending or looking to spend 1.8 billion to buy a cricket club. And mind you, they are negotiating now new terms to continue this loan. They're not talking about paying it off. They're just negotiating new terms. The interest they are going to pay over the next God knows how many years, probably another 20 years or another 30 years or 15 years as the case may be. We are supposed to be done paying off this loan in 2027. They are negotiating now not to pay off the loan, but just to renegotiate the interest payments. So the club will keep bleeding more money every single year. A club of Manchester United's revenue should not be talking about PSR every season. I will keep saying it, no matter what people want to tell me, no matter how you want to gaslight me about Manchester United finances, there is absolutely no reason why a club of Manchester United's revenue annually should constantly be walking a tightrope. We are not Aston Villa. No disrespect to Aston Villa, right? No disrespect to Aston Villa. We are not Aston Villa. No disrespect to Newcastle. We are not Newcastle. We have the money coming into the club. We get the money through people coming into the stadium, through our football matches. Even this season, when we are playing our fewest matches in God knows how many years, we are still raking in the money. There is absolutely no reason why Manchester United will spend 250 million on transfers in one window, and they are making it sound as if they bought heaven and earth. Forgetting that in that money, that was not our net spend. You know, when people talk about transfers, I always laugh. If you want to discuss Manchester United's transfers, you also need to take into account how much they sold players in the summer. Mm-hmm. You also need to take into account how much the wages that left the club was worth. True. A player. So if you want to discuss, we spent 250 million pounds on Matheus Cunha, on Mbomo, on Sesko. How much left the club? What was our net spend? I can bet you our net spend was not up to 200 million. And these guys keep pushing this, the actual money we spent on buying players as the only money we got. It's really irritating. It's really irritating. And
it's more or less
that people are focusing on. Sorry, UKG. There's a part of the interview that people are focusing on, and it's really clever work, right? It's really, really clever work. People are focusing on the more inflammatory part where he talked about immigration. They are forgetting about the part where he talked about Ineos doing a good job at Manchester United. Mm-hmm. I watched the full interview. He said Ineos are doing a good job at Manchester United. When they came, the club was in debt, blah, blah, blah. They had to fire a lot of people, and now they've made a lot of good decisions, and he has done it. What good job has he done? What has he done? Sacked 2 managers in the space of 2 years. Is that a good job? Right? We are currently on our 4th manager under Ineos, and we're going to move to 5 in June. Right. You brought in a director of football from Newcastle, sacked him in the space of 1 year. I'm not just talking about you bringing these people and letting them leave for free. You're spending money. Between Amorim and Ten Hag, they spent almost 35 million pounds, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Right? You can fact check me on that. I'm not really 100% sure, but it's within that window, both hiring and firing them. Right?
True.
You're talking about getting Danash, 12 million pounds court case. You settled with Newcastle to get him in. You fired him less than a year later. The only thing you've done is I can say, okay, yes, they set up a recruitment system that now the recruitment at the club has been much better. It's about time. A club of Manchester United cannot be moving around like a headless chicken in the transfer window anyway. It's about time. I'll give you credit for that, but 1/10 is not really a pass mark. It's really unfortunate whenever you look at ownership of the club. It's unfortunate, man.